Fundamentals of Meditation by Lucian Green Upasana Sutra 4 of 4. 31. I prepared to send a letter to the Queen. I did this by licking the stamp. First, I detached the stamp from the perforated sheet. Second, I licked it. Third, I attached it to the envelope. In this way, I prepared to send a letter to the Queen by licking the stamp. 32. I prepared to go forward. I did this by liking samadhi. First, I drove along the highway. Second, I stopped at the side of the road. Third, I lit a campfire. In this way, I prepared to go forward by liking samadhi. 33. I prepared to countermand the instruction. I did this by driving to work. First, I performed my morning regimen. Second, I drove to work. Third, I walked into the office. In this way, I prepared to countermand the instruction by driving to work. 34. I prepared to think of the central thought clearly. I did this by deciding whether to buy in philosophy of data science. First, I saw the product. Second, I decided to buy it. Third, I bought it. In this way, I prepared to think of the central thought clearly by deciding whether to buy in philosophy of data science. 35. I prepared to transcend, connect positivity with a positive thought. I did this by observing that the spiritual particles, S-particles, collided, making me happy. First, I found how the representation agreed with me. Second, I signaled this by colliding S-particles. Third, I praised and alternate to make me happy because of this. In this way, I prepared to transcend, connect positivity with a positive thought by observing that the spiritual particles, S-particles, collided, making me happy. 36. I prepared to thank the religious leader. I did this by giving the religious leader a gift. First, I visited the shop. Second, I selected a gift. Third, I gave it to the religious leader. In this way, I prepared to thank the religious leader by giving the religious leader a gift. 37. I prepared to philosophize about music. I did this by liking God, the philosopher. First, I produced the song. Second, I paid for it to be mixed and mastered. Third, I set it for my students to examine. In this way, I prepared to philosophize about music by liking God, the philosopher. 38. I prepared to play the person. I did this by mimicking the person. First, I found videos of the person. Second, I mimicked his manner. Third, I mimicked his matter. In this way, I prepared to play the person by mimicking the person. 39. I prepared to become God, a philosopher. I did this by repeating 50 * 80 Upasana Sutras, 50 * 50 as. First, I repeated 80 Upasana Sutras on the first day. Second, I prepared to repeat 80 Upasana Sutras on the next day. Third, I repeated this for 50 days. In this way, I prepared to become God, a philosopher, by repeating 50 * 80 Upasana Sutras, 50 * 50 as. 40. I prepared to teach knowledge. I did this by following the meditation philosophy teacher. First, I followed the meditation philosophy teacher. Second, I listened to her knowledge. Alternatively, I read the book. In this way, I prepared to teach knowledge by following the meditation philosophy teacher. 41. Assuming I would be a professor, I prepared to examine my students over 2 weeks, at 2 as per day. I did this by playing tiddlywinks. First, I wrote the exam. Second, I counted the reasonings written. Third, I awarded the corresponding grade to the student. In this way, assuming I would be a professor, I prepared to examine my students over 2 weeks, at 2 as per day, by playing tiddlywinks. 42. I prepared to have the same effect as a sequence of short courses on the same topic in agreeing and disagreeing. I did this by agreeing with a major as part of a degree. First, I completed the major. Second, I observed the head studied Master of Communications. Third, I observed the founder studied Master of International Business. In this way, I prepared to have the same effect as a sequence of short courses on the same topic in agreeing and disagreeing by agreeing with a major as part of a degree.